Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for a rainy edition day of the Truth Conductor Show. It's raining, man. So I can't get out to the White House. So let me get in here and go live. A lot of y'all, a lot of y'all jive faking going to church today. Still mad, going to church mad, come out of church mad. Um, that's the crazy thing. But listen, man, I'm seeing a lot of the comments that people are making about different events that's going on, that's happening, the mass murders and all of this. And man, you can't wish change. And this is the problem. So many people right now are sitting back wishing something different and not participating, trying to make something different. You can't wish this away. You're gonna have to get involved if you want to see a difference, because that's the only thing that's gonna matter. And it's interesting that, if I go negative, I can come out here right, man. I wouldn't even be in this hotel if I went negative. You know, if if I had something divisive that was dividing people, uh, um, encouraging more hostility among us. That's how some people are getting rich. They are actually the purveyors of hate and getting rich overnight. But isn't it interesting? You can be a purveyor of peace, of good, and struggle. And people don't seem to have a problem with it. And see, and this is not something that I just started saying. When I ran for mayor back in '94 against Marion Barry, got about 195 votes too. Um, this was an article. Hold on a second here. This was a this was an article right here. What's going on, Patty? Thank you for joining me, man. Thank you for joining me. This was an article back in 1994 when look. I had hair then. Wait a minute. I had hair then, man. That's what I looked like when I had hair. Look at that young buck right there. look at that young buck right there, boy. That's when I had hair, man. But I was a street vendor. And I was fighting the corruption in the police department, in the vending unit, and they told me I was lying. So I just said to Sergeant Everett, man, if I got to run for mayor to tell this story, I will. And I should have listened to him. And he told me, man, don't even waste your time, Mr. Folden. They ain't gonna listen to you. You're a street vendor. And I got offended. And where I was vending was right in front of Board of Election. And I walked right in the building. What I got to do to run for mayor? They said, raise your right hand. Here's some petition. We need 2,500 valid signatures. And I went out and got them. And got on the ballot. But listen, Folden said he has secured almost 4,000 signatures of DC registered voters, comfortably in the excess of the 2,500 signatures necessary to put him on the ballot. Whites have been signing his petition in far greater numbers than blacks, he said. He faults African Americans for not supporting their own. My own people, who are held hostage by young black men in their own neighborhoods, he complained, aren't willing to give a positive role model and opportunity. This was back 29 years ago. This is what I said 29 years ago. And right to this day, young black men have the black community in hostage with the violence and the crime. Right today, they got the black community in hostage with crime, the carjackings, the robberies. All of this, ain't no place safe right now in the black community. And I got the answer. I should be, but see, they ain't gonna listen to me unless I can go in there with some money. I can get their undivided attention. But nobody's willing to give me a chance because I'm going in there with their own history. See, I can challenge them with their own history because I know they don't know it. And maybe this will spark some curiosity. Maybe this can spark some interest. Just maybe. Just maybe. And see, I didn't set the rules up, man. I'm just trying to play by them. The rules say if nobody's supporting you financially, you ain't a success. That's what the rules say. If you don't have financial support, you're not successful. And how do you get you if you can't give yourself financial support? Other people have to believe in you. So maybe people just don't believe in what I'm saying. They agree with it, but they don't believe in it. Because if they believed in it, then they would support it. So maybe that's the answer. That people just don't believe. Maybe they don't believe in me. Maybe they don't even believe in themselves. That's why they don't want to give nobody else a chance. Because they don't believe in themselves. Something is amiss. Something is amiss. And I'm just trying to find out what's going on, Edward. I'm just trying to find out what it is. But something is amiss. How can I have a solution that'll fit anywhere in the world and struggling? I could sit this anywhere in the world and it would work. In any language, it would work. Look at me. Look at me. Barely making it from week to week, from day to day. And I got the answer. You think that's not discouraging? I got the best tours in the city. Look at me. Okay? Well, that's interesting. This is the first one. This is so. Now I'm gonna show you, David. I'm gonna show you. I agree, TC, but we can be financially supportive to ourselves by improving our credit. I mean, I know you mean well, brother. I know you mean well, but, you know, I'm just looking at all of the designer clothes and the cars. We're consumers. That's what we have been The biggest mistake the white community is making right now is not giving this group of black people reparations. That's the biggest mistake they're making. Maybe your solution is not the equation majority working on. Well, why do they agree? That's my question. Why do they agree? Then somebody lying. And here's the crazy part. Ain't nobody else putting no solutions on the table. That's the other crazy part. Ain't nobody else rushing to be on the front line to put some answers, some possibilities on the table. And who else is putting possibilities on the table? Okay? What's going on? Who else is putting other possibilities on the table? Everybody's sitting back watching and waiting. Don't nobody want to step up to the plate. And then when you step up to the plate, you come under all kind of suspicion. Because you got the courage to step up to the plate. And every day I go out with my sign, man, I'm stepping up to the plate. Putting a solution on the table. And ain't nobody else doing it. But yet you look at me and question me, and I'm the only one putting a solution out here. But I fall under suspicion. I can't be trusted. Man, if I had all the answers, you think I would be here? You think if I had all the answers that I would need money? Come on, man. If I had all the answers, I wouldn't be here. By no means would I be here. If I had the answers, I wouldn't be struggling the way I'm struggling if I had the answers. I'm trying to find them. Now, I'm looking for them. I sure am. I'm looking. I'm here because my answers are real. I needed that laugh. Thank you. I thank you. But this is what I'm saying, man. This is all I'm saying. You can't wish this away. You're gonna have to get involved. And if you don't want to get involved, ain't nothing gonna change. And see, like if I had all right, TC, the key words in your sign is agree. In this country, if there's no power or money involved, there's not, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. If you agree with the sign, you'll support it financially. And if you support the sign financially, then it's gonna make me successful. And if it makes me successful, now I can talk about what made me successful. Stop hating each other because you disagree. See, now I can put the message front and center because it's done made me successful. You see, now I got something I can talk about. And not only can I talk about it because it's done made me successful, people will be looking for me to get my story of how this sign made me successful. And now this message can spread all over the world because they can see some proof that it works. And that's all I'm trying to do is show some proof. Well, you know, see, man, you bring up a good point. A rising tide do raise all boats. And maybe if we can help some people get their boats raised, wow. So it's selfishness then is what we talking about. So people have a selfish motive behind this. They don't have a true agenda. It ain't about crime. It ain't about them being feeling unsafe. See, because they got an agenda. That's what it is. They got an agenda. Then what you're doing is not sincere. And now you're wondering why you're getting the results you're getting. Because what you're doing is not sincere. And that's the travesty of this. Oh, okay. Well, this is enlightening. I think this is probably as real. Let me read some of these comments. Let me read them. This is Gummy. These people don't want Tide to raise all boats. They want other boats to have a hole in them. That's the only answer that doesn't get money. Yep. Everything people do, they want to be a little ahead of everyone else. If they want to make the world better, they want to do a little better than the world. And see, and you can't. Your comments today is on point. Thank you. See, this is the problem, man. See, we want good. We want success, but we ain't trying to help nobody else do good. We ain't trying to help nobody else be a success. But we want it ourselves. And that's a win situation. And what I'm trying to show people is a win-win situation. You help me win, I'm going to turn around and, in fact, help somebody else win. It ain't just for me to advance. Help me win. Man, I'm going to go out here and grab some of these young kids. And let me show you what I do. See, now I don't have to worry about how I'm going to pay this room. Man, I don't know how I'm going to pay for this room today. I'm going to tell y'all that now. I don't know how I'm going to pay for this room. I don't know. But I ain't worried about it. When they come knock on my door, then I'll be ready. I can't answer. I don't know. And I got the answer, man. And I'm struggling. You don't think that's kind of demoralizing? You don't think that's some heavy rejection? When you know you got the answer and people look the other way and shit is going haywire today. Every day, man, somebody's getting killed. Every day, somebody's getting robbed. Every day, somebody's getting carjacked. But yet, I can't get this message out. I can't get no support for this message. He said, Gummy said, God got you. You'll wake up under that roof, praise God. Man, you know what? At this point, it don't even matter, man. At this point, it don't even matter. I am I'm just, you know, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. Everybody else is scared. Scared to speak up, scared to stand up, scared to put a solution on the table. Everybody's scared. And I just been trying to show them, man, I ain't scared to put my solution out. And just so happen, you agree with my solution. See, here's the this is the hold on. So I can pull this up. See, here's the problem. Here's the problem with this message right here. See, most folk got hating and disagreeing as the same thing. This is the problem. See, when you disagree with somebody, they think you hating them. When you disagree, you just can't come to a consensus. You can't come to a consensus when you disagree. Otherwise, when you hate somebody, man, that's with passion. That's with revenge. That's with getting even. Okay, when you hate somebody, you put some passion behind that. And so people think hating and disagreeing is the same. It ain't the same. But see, because this sign is not successful, I can't get out here and explain this to people because I'm broke. Because people won't support it. They agree with it. But they and you know who messed that up? Black Lives Matter. You'll be surprised how many people look at me as a black man, and the first thing come into their mind is Black Lives Matter. And see, and I say, fuck Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is full of shit. And I done told Black Lives Matter to his face in front of the White House, you full of shit. I said something to Black Lives Matter y'all would want to say, but you wouldn't support me financially for that. I wish I could find that video to show you that's just the deal. That's the deal. Okay, so it's a very harsh reality, man. And but you know, again, if you never put the conversation on the table, it will always be in the closet. And see, and I think what makes a lot of people uncomfortable is the fact that I'm talking about some real issues. See, I'm talking about accountability right now. That's what I'm talking about. Being accountable. Okay? See, because anybody can sit on the sidelines and talk. Talking is not accountable. When you sit back and you doing a bunch of talking, you ain't accountable. Because you ain't got no sweat equity. And isn't it amazing? A lot of people don't even want to put no equity into this mess, agree with it. But they ain't willing to put no equity into the message. But oh, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing what you do. That ain't worth shit. You can come up and thank me for doing what I do, but you don't want to support me financially. So which means your thank ain't your thanks ain't sincere. Cause you won't back it up with no money. And I didn't make the rules. I'm just trying to play by them. That's all I'm trying to do. It's play by the rules, you know. And so and when I had a let me show you how treacherous people are. Let me show you how treacherous people are. And I think this is the guy Cody that's down at the White House. But listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. I'm showing you how people will do you. Oh yeah, here we go. Sasha Barnes. I put on Twitter yesterday. Happy Sabbath. Where can I catch your hop off shuttle? Question mark. Where can I buy some of your dinnerware? Question mark. What programming can I watch on truthconductor.tv? Question mark. Complete and other failures. Every last one of them. They still up and running though. They still up and running. They still up and running. Okay? And, you know, so let me show you. Let me show you something. So, another post I put, trust the Lord. And this was Sasha Barr's response. How's that working out for you? And my response was just fine. Thank you for asking. Okay? All right? Now, this I'm just showing you how wicked some people can be. I put this letter right here to the editor. This was January the 18th, 1993. Day before my birthday. Right? This guilty of goodwill. Thanks for showing how the district is dealing with street crime. Damn. And what's rampant in DC right now? Street crime. Street crime right now is rampant in Washington, D.C. Listen to this. Thanks for showing how the district is dealing with street crime by hassling Don Folden, the street vendor at 4th and D Street Northwest, District Weekly, December 24th. I've seen that man for years, and I can tell you he is guilty. He's guilty of working hard every day, guilty of selling things that people need, guilty of supporting his family, guilty of teaching his children about vending, guilty of playing a variety of music to cheer us up on the way to work, and guilty of giving direction to tourists and blind people. He's especially guilty of earning the respect and goodwill of hundreds, 1,500, according to the Post, who signed his petition to the mayor asking for help to get him off the street and into the building that came to that corner years after he did. Worst of all, he's guilty of being a motivated, self-respecting, honest role model for young men of any race. Someone should keep an eye on that guy. That was 1993. 1993. And you can fit that right into today. 30 years ago. 30 years ago. 30 years ago. And I'm still at it. Haven't thrown the towel in, man. Haven't quit. Still keep trying. and people wondering what I'm up to. I got a track record. I can show you my track record. I told you. There's me in my dinnerware shop right there. Here I am, the African tabletop. That's me. But yet I got some clown asking me, where can I get your dinnerware from? What program? And you know, hey. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm making more out of this than it really is. You know, maybe that's the issue. I'm making more out of this than what it really is. It's really not this bad. You know, people are not held hostage in the community by their own children. You know, every place is safe right now. You ain't got to worry about nobody doing no carjacking or robbing or mass murders. Everything is good. And it's not. But people want to wish it away. They want to wish it away. And like I had one. I put this one sign on Twitter. This one statement to all the people that are upset about crime and gun violence. What positive narrative are you supporting financially? And this person said, justice, it's a morality issue, not a financial issue. And I said, please explain. And one person put, they got more crickets. Nothing. How is it a morality issue when I'm telling you, man, this is support, this is helping me. I'm not representing organization. Man, look, y'all. Listen, let me show you. That's the brand I'm building. Everybody, listen. I used to drive for Metro. They stole my job back in 2010. All right? That's another story within itself. And, matter of fact, let me show you. I'm going to show you my wife. But see, that's kind of hat. I used to always wear a hat. This is my wife right here. This is my wife. I ain't ready to reveal her to y'all yet. And she pretty too. She is. She's a very beautiful woman. Very beautiful. Man, I'm one of the luckiest men in the world to be able to find my wife. I can honestly say that, man. I'm one of the luckiest men in the world to be able to find that girl. Because I got a winner. That's my best kept secret is my wife. For real. My best kept secret is my wife. My best kept secret. So, but I've always, had this up here. And one day, my wife and I used to sit in Fort DuPont Park and talk. And this was in 2020. I was really missing that girl. And I just went and sat in the spot where we used to talk. And all I heard was Truth Conductor, Just a little small but true conductor. And I was like, whoa, that was my first, that when I heard that I was like, whoa, wow. And I picked up my phone. I said, man, let me see if that domain is available. And it was available, and I bought it. Okay? Now, people used to always tell me I look like a conductor. And I would say yes on the Underground Railroad. I do black. That was a reason for me to whip out a business card and say, here's my card, take my tour. So when I discovered True Conductor, and see, because people told me I looked like a true conductor, a conductor. So when I heard the name True Conductor, it wasn't no big stretch. Okay, because they already think I'm a conductor anyway. It's a true conductor. And then about a week later, the definition came. Just a messenger from God. That's anybody can be a true conductor. And you know, even when I was on, I had this little sign right here. When George Santos was kicked out. And one guy out there saw me with the hat on. He said, oh, here come a FOI brother. You know, FOI is the fruit of Islam, the Nation of Islam, security. You know, and he said, who you with? I said, I'm with myself. I am the true conductor. I'm not with an organization. And it's amazing that people think I have to be attached to an organization to try to put an answer on the table. I'm not supposed to live the American dream. I'm not supposed to be able to come up with a creative idea that works anywhere in the world and people will support it financially. I'm not supposed to be able to do that. I'm supposed to get out here and insult black women, grab them a dick, with my pants hanging down around my ass, not wanting to do nothing. See, that's the image of black men. But trying to be the answer, trying to be a solution, people reject that. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. But you can get out here and try, and people will reject you. But yet, if you divide, if you bring some drama, they will reward you. All I got to do right now is put Let's Go Brandon on that sign and go down and sit in front of the White House, man, they'll fill my bucket up. They'll fill my bucket up, which means F Joe Biden. That's all I got to do, put Let's Go Brandon on this sign. Man, I'll be out of this hotel the next night. I'll be out the next night. If I go negative, I'll be out the next night. But look at me. I'm positive. And I don't even know how I'm going to survive. And that's a tragedy, man. That's a tragedy. I'm positive. And I struggle. And what do you think? And I'm 70. What do you think these young kids are going through? What you think they are experiencing? What frustration? And seeing they ain't got the maturity or the discipline that I have. What do you think they're experiencing, man? What do you think? Anyway, man, I'm sorry it's raining today, but it is. It is. And it's raining all day today. So it means I gotta stay up in this hotel. I just don't. I just don't know what else to do, y'all. And every day, man, you see all kind of violence, all kind of anger, and you just say, man, I wish somebody would just help me get this message out and be successful so I can put it on the table. And, you know, for whatever reason, people, whatever insecurities that they have, you know, it's not because of something I did. You know, you haven't given me a chance. That's all I'm asking. Give me a chance, man. That's all. Give me a chance. And then you can say, you know, he's a man of his word or he ain't. And all I've been asking for, man, is give me a chance. And and as bad as things are, it still falls on deaf ears. Still falls on deaf ears. You know, and I just say, hey man, let me have a crack at it. Ain't nothing else working. Nothing else you're doing is working. But yet, you don't want to give nobody else a chance. You don't want to support nobody else. And then, and here's the sad part. And when you get out here and you start asking people, man, help me with it. Now I'm begging. Because I'm asking you, help me get a chance. Now I'm begging. Because I'm trying to encourage you to help me get a chance. Help you. And I can't make myself successful. Only you can make me successful. Nobody can make themselves successful. They need other people. And according to society, you're not successful if people don't support you financially. You're not a success. That's why folk can say you're broke, can laugh at you, can tease you, because people are afraid. They wishing this away, man. People are trying to wish this away, and it ain't gonna work. You gotta get involved, man. You gotta play your part. You got a part to play. And here's the sad part, man. You got people out here that's actually got some money that agree with this message and scared to support it. Scared to support me. Scared to make me successful. So, and the question has to be, why are people afraid to help you become successful? Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna ask that question. I'll be right back.